Hello everyone, this is Fali. So today I'm going to show you how to create a wall partitions with organics or parametric shapes. So first, we're going to use spline. Okay, so go to line, of course, and then with the top view, so you just need to create like a curved line, like something like this, I guess. And then what you have to do is to select the vertex of the line, go to modify, and then selection table, and selections, select all the vertex, and then right click. After that you have to choose smooth. Yeah, so it become very smooth, and you can also like move the vertex if you want. So I don't want it to be too smooth, so this is just the path, not the shape itself. Okay, so then do the same thing with another line, but in a live view. So I'll just don't forget to use the snap toggle. So I recommend angle snap toggle. First just one click and then keep going straight, like you can just do as many points as you want. So in order to be straight, you can just hold the shift and then keep clicking. Yeah, don't forget to hold the shift button on your keyboard. Okay, so next is just close the spline. Then of course repeat the same thing earlier, go to modify and then selection table and then click on vertex, then select all those those vertex, sorry, and then right click, and then smooth again. Yeah, because you want to create this is the wall shape, so you want to create the parametric or the curve one. Okay, then just select a few of the vertex. I'm gonna select 2 of them and then move them according to whatever you want. So I'll just move it like this, and then this one. So this is how my wall might look like. Okay, so after you create that one, now go to the right bottom corner and click on auto key. Yeah, when you select on auto key, you can see the pop-up red things here, and then it's like a frame of the whole wall that you're going to create soon. And then click on here and then readjust the vertex, like keep changing it. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one going out instead, back in, this one go out, and then that one go in. Yep, and add another one as well. Keep doing that. You can create as many as possible if you want your shape to be different, like to be very parametric, but make sure that you don't mess up it, because if you change too much you will mess up the whole thing. I'll just move this back in, and then this whole thing in as well, and this going up, coming out, one more. So see, this is the last one. Yeah, I'll move them in, I'll move this one out, then these 2 out as well, then these 2, sorry, these 2 back in. Okay, so then unselect the auto key, And then you can also try seeing how the shape keep changing here. See, in the left view, in here. Yeah, and then go to modify, and then modify this, and then select the spline, and then use the scale to scale it, because sometimes it's too big or it's too small, so you have to scale it up or down. So I might scale it a little bit smaller. Yeah, after you scale it, you can go to motion, and then parametric, and then assign controller. Then here choose the position XYZ, and then click on the tick here which it says assign controller, and then choose the path constraint, click OK. Yeah, and then you have to scroll down here to the chart, here path parameters, and then add path, click on the curve line, the green curve line here, so this function as a path for the shape to follow, and then click on that, and don't forget to tick the photo button here. Yeah, so after you're done with that, you can testing it out. Like, you see the shape of your wall is going around the curve. See, so when I move this, it's keep going along the path of the curve. Okay, and then after that, we go to the tool here, and then snapshot, and then yeah, you have to change from single to range, and suppose it's like 35, so it's up to you as many as you want. So it will create, click on OK, and then it will create different wall here. Yeah, so after you click on OK, just don't forget to right click and then hide the original shape. Okay, so just go to hide selection, so it will hide the original shape. Yeah, and then click on the wall that you have created, and then go to modify, and scroll down to edit geometry table, and you will see like attach list. So go to attach list, and here are all the wall that you have just created. So you have to select all by Control A, but make sure that you unselect line 001, which is the path. Don't attach the path to your list. Yeah, so the rest is okay, just attach, and then you can see that all the shape has become one, like one component together. Go to selection table, and then click on edge, and then you can test it here by selecting it there. Yeah, it's working. So yeah, in order to make it easier, you don't need to work in the perspective. So what you can do is working on the top view. So again, select the wall that doesn't have the curve, just the straight wall. So you can select from the top here. I guess it's only the back. Yeah, hold the control button to select all of them one by one. Just make sure that you don't select the whole thing, like the whole wall, or you don't select the curve, like the green line. So just make sure that you select all of them. just the back. Okay, because I have too many elements, like too many walls or partitions, so it takes a bit time. Yeah, you can do like selecting two each time. Okay, so you can see here it's all selected, and then after that you have to use Control I, which is invert. You can see like your selection has been switched to the front curve line, and then you go to the list here, the edit geometry, and then click on create shape from edges, and then click OK. Yeah, so it create another shape from your curve. So in here you can simply delete the mesh, then you can see the curve here, and just make sure that the curve has only the front line. When there's a back one, it's an error, like this one, so you have to fix it. I think in editable spline you can go to spline, and then you can remove this one. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, so after we have all the spline that we just created, we're gonna do something like applying the cross-section modifier. So now we go to modifier list, and then find the word cross-section. It's cross sections. So in cross section you will see like there's a mesh has been created, like the spline connected, and you have to choose smooth in order to make it smooth. And yeah, so this is only just the spline. So what you want is the surface. So go to modifier, and then apply surface modifier on it. Surface, which is here. Now you have the parametric curve shape, and don't forget to click on flip normal. And after you have the curve shape there, the surface I mean, then what you're gonna do next is make sure that your threshold is 0, so drop it to 0. And then the step here don't be too much, maybe 3 I think, which look perfect. And after that you're gonna go with turbo smooth. Go to modifier and then turbo smooth. I think it's here. And then look at it, it's very smooth. I think this is the error, like when you try to move the vertex earlier and then it changed too much, so it creates some of the face that is unsatisfying. Yeah, you can just readjust it if you want, but I think it's working fine. Okay, so after we have this one, I'm going to unhide all the things that I've hide before. So you can see like this is the original shape before. Now I'm going to hide the organic shape that we have used. So hide selection. Yeah. So now we have this shape, and what I'm going to do is to extrude it, because this is just a spline, So go to extrude. Yeah, and then the parameter, increase the thickness, and after you increase the thickness, just stay on it, and then go to tool, and then snapshot, and you can increase this one. I think I'll just go with 80, and then click OK. Oh, I think it's too little. So I'm gonna increase it more to, again, 2 snapshot, and then I will increase it to 100. Can we do 150? I think, yeah, I think we can. Maybe this one 300, and then we can do 150. Oh, still not enough. 2 snapshot. I think maybe I put the curve too long. I'll try 200. Maybe it's not working. Yeah, just create this one. Okay. So yeah, at least it gives a satisfying result. Let's see it from the front. Yeah, so it's the shape, the partition wall that we want to create, and it's following the shape that we have used, apply the modifiers, turbo smooth surface and everything earlier. So it's exactly the same. And if you go zoom and then check all the detail keep changing, like according to the smooth. I'll just unhide the object earlier, so unhide all. Yeah, and then I will select on that and then move it out. So yeah, it's exactly the same, but because the curves are too long and then the components or the elements of the walls are not enough, so you cannot see it very curved much like this surface, but it's exactly the same. Yeah, so thank you for today.